This week's Parsha Bo starts off with God telling Moshe that he is bringing the plagues to Egypt, so that you shall recount to your son and son's son that which I did with Egypt and the wonders that I set among them, and you will know that I am God. Why does God want and even insist by saying you shall, that we actively recount the story and wonders that he did in Egypt to our children and ensuing generations? In Parshat Hazinu, the Torah directed us to look back and remember what had happened in the past, essentially an imperative to study history, in particular Jewish history. In our Parsha, we learn its complement. It is not enough to search for what happened in the past. We need to actively retell the past over to future generations, even if they do not take the initiative to ask or seek it out. Looking in both directions are important, for the present is that which links and anchors the future to its past. While we might be the link between past and future, there is more to the story than just being a link. One can be a link, yet still be passive. God is stressing to us to be active, to actively tell over the story. But why does God want us to be active in the storytelling? Rav Soloveitchik says that when one is active, one acquires a type of ownership in that which one partook. By taking ownership, one can become an active participant and become more interested and involved. We can say that God wants us to be active so that we can take ownership of our story of the Exodus. The redemption from Egypt was not only about God, the plagues, the wonders and signs, but also about the children of Israel, years of slavery and being forged into a nation and into God's people. It was a partnership. We were to tell and ask questions, to know, to understand, and to remember. And as Rav Soloveitchik said, when a Jew starts to ask questions to try to understand who he truly is, you never know where it will lead him and how it will affect the others around him. And we can see in hindsight of thousands of years that actively retelling our story in Egypt as God directed us not only transformed us, but continues to inspire and influence the world until today. It is through this being active that we and the world will come to know that I am God. Shabbat Shalom.